Hi, everybody. So today's video, we're going to be watching Zuma singing a song where the ANC voters all want to kill the white man. And this was done in 2012. Yeah, so let us listen to what they have to say. It's a wonderful song.
Amandla awethu ozani sondelani nineniwinileyo sizuba.
And it's amazing. He actually calls them winners of what? Of what?
Dubula ngembamba bazobaleka sizuba dubula ngembamba bazobaleka dubula uliphulu sizokushaya uzotutshulwa uliphulu sizokushaya uzobaleka sizobadubula bazobaleka sizobadubula.
And this kind of behavior, mentality, just shows you they are savages. I don't care what anyone says, that is what they are. Singing and dancing and talking about murdering people.
Dubula bazobaleka dubula uliphunu uzokushaya uzobaleka uliphunu sizokushaya uzobaleka ikhabhinethi soyidubula izobaleka dubula ikhabhinethi soyidubula izobaleka dubula.
And they just walk out there with a huge cake until you celebrate. Yeah, what a wonderful song. And we hear this, and it seems as if every single minister that actually comes in just gets worse and worse and worse with the hate. And this is why we are stressed out. We are angry because we got sold a lie. In 1994, the Rainbow Nation of what? Of theft, stealing, lying, murder, everything. So now we're going to play one more short by Ramaphosa, who just is absolute fool. Yeah, well, let's go on.
Issue of whether what he terms as genocide can be equated to the struggle. And of course it cannot, because there is just no genocide in South Africa.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm absolutely dumbfounded.
And of course, it is an issue of how one looks at it. As they say sometimes, the shape of the mountain depends on which point or which direction you're looking at it.
Okay, so how about this? There's a mountain of bones, all right? Ramaphosa. And on the one side, you've got grass. On the, let's call that the north side. On the west side, you've got sand with a few bones showing. On the south side, it's just bones. On the west side, you've got grass and trees and flowers. It's still bloody genocide.
And in this case, we cannot equate what is alleged to be genocide to what we went through in the struggle, because people were killed because of the oppression that was taking place in our country. So you cannot equate that.
Yeah. So this is what we have to live with from not mine, from the leaders that we have in South Africa. And the hate is just rampant here. The African people my age, not many of them are talking up about how things were in the old South Africa. People had jobs, people had homes, and South Africa was strong, a first world country. And now we have this absolute idiot who murdered some miners that were on strike, and he told the cops, kill them. I think there were 34 black miners. Nobody talks about that. So yeah, so let's just hear this one more time.
The issue of whether what he terms as genocide can be equated to the struggle. And of course it cannot, because there is just no genocide in South Africa. And of course it is an issue of how one looks at it. As they say sometimes, the shape of the mountain depends on which point or which direction you're looking at it. And in this case, we cannot equate what is alleged to be genocide to what we went through in the struggle, because people were killed because of the oppression that was taking place in our country. So you cannot equate that. The issue of...
Yeah, so yeah, I'm absolute gobsmacked. And the African people, the young African people, have been told such lies, and they just believe it. Well, anyway, thank you, everyone. Goodbye.